Hello to all my friends out there. Hi you guys, here we are again. I hope everyone is doing okay. I've been cooped up in the house all day. I got out of the house a little bit to go to the bank. The only reason I'm leaving the house is to go to the bank. That's it. Unless, I need something. So a couple of days ago, I did some potato meals, 7 potato meals. I did potatoes and gravy. Okay, what I discovered, if you have stuff to make bread, if you have stuff to make gravy, and if you have potatoes, you're probably not going to starve. So when I eat all these potatoes up, I will go to Smart and Final or Costco, and I will buy 20 pounds of potatoes. So I came up with 7 potato meals. Potatoes and gravy, that's the one I made in the video. Potatoes with chili on top. Potatoes with broccoli and cheese. Potatoes, baked potatoes with bacon, cheese, and sour cream. Shepherd pie baked potato, that's what I'm going to make tonight. And what's really great about these potato meals is you can make potatoes in advance, baked potatoes, and then you can make a potato meal and twice baked potatoes. So the first thing I want to make is the shepherd pie. And when I first started doing YouTube, that's one of the things that I used to make all the time. So I have some hamburger that I bought at Walmart, 2 patties, and some onion. And I fried that. And so I want to add some tomato soup. You could use tomato sauce, but I think tomato soup is tasty. Okay, didn't take out a spoon, rats. Okay. So I usually have hamburger, tomato soup, and green beans in the shepherd pie part, but I have leftover potatoes. I mean peas, so I want to use those up. So instead of green beans, I'm having peas. Everybody's got their own little methods of making this. So it's been awfully boring being cooped up in the house. I worked on my little garden. If you want to see that, go to my Instagram. I've been cleaning, to do the feng shui. I have eBay to work on. Not too many peas. I don't want my peas taking over. So then what I add is I add chili powder, because that tastes very tasty with the tomato soup. So I'll just sprinkle a little bit of chili powder on here. Not too much, but enough to taste. So normally I make a pie crust. I'm making a chocolate pie out of this. And I put the shepherd pie part, and then I put the mashed potatoes on top. But this way I'm doing it the other way around, because I have baked potatoes. And this is tasty already. You don't even have to have a pie crust, but I always make mine with a pie crust. Okay, so now I want to make like a twice baked potato, because I want my shepherd pie baked potato like, a shepherd pie. So I had a leftover baked potato, so that was the whole idea. I wasn't going to make a burrito, but, I've been having a lot of Mexican food, and it, enough is enough on that. So, baked potatoes, homemade bread, and gravy, you're not going to go hungry. So consider, if you want to stockpile a bit, consider going that way. So I want my potatoes out. The feng shui is coming along good. I'm working on the stockpile, you know, trying to get that fixed up. And I'm working on the eBay, and I'm working on the swap meet. So what I do is when I buy stuff that's not quite up to snuff for eBay, because on eBay I send nothing but new stuff, because that way I don't have to refund it, or, you know, then I have a happy customer. I've been very lucky. Everyone's been happy. I had one, supposedly he didn't get it. I sent him a 925 silver bracelet, and I had my doubts, but, you know, he said he didn't receive it. So I just refunded him, and he seemed to be happy. So, and he even gave me a good review. Did I believe him that he didn't get it? No. But fortunately for me, I bought the 925 silver necklace on in bulk, so it cost me really nothing, next to nothing. And so maybe the possibility that it wasn't up to his expectation or something, but it was actually a really nice sterling silver men's like Cuban link necklace. So anyway, so now, you know, I will be returning to eBay after the coast is clear with this coronavirus thing. But I don't want to sell clothes anymore because, you know, there's too much of a chance of picking up something. But, you know, jewelry is bad too. It's easy to pick up shingles off of jewelry, which is a bad thought. Especially at my age, very easy to, for some reason as you're older, it's easier to pick up the shingles. So I want to make like mashed potatoes. So what I usually do is I put the cheese in the mashed potatoes, but you know, I put the Shepherd, the pie crust that I made from a pie crust mix, and I put the Shepherd pie in there, and then I put cheese in the potatoes. But this time I'm going to put cheese on the potatoes. So my mashed potatoes are looking good. This is half water, half mashed potatoes, and then I have homemade butter. Now that's another thing. If you can stockpile heavy cream, if you have a place like we do, the 99-cent only, where you can get the heavy cream for $1, so it could be margarine. That is going to give you some good fat in your diet, in your time of distress. What we want to do is like this pandemic will pass. Economically, it's looking pretty dismal right about now. But I'd say the thing to do is just hang tough with this thing, you know? So if you get good shepherd pie mix, and you get good mashed potatoes, and you have good cheese, it's pretty much no fail. So, okay, I just want to return I want to make like twice baked potatoes. I want to return my shepherd pie to my potatoes. And then I want to put the mashed potatoes on top. So it's just like I always make it. I want a generous amount on here. And then I'll put the potatoes on top. And then I'll just try to get it all on here. And then I'll put the cheese on top. And then I'll just put it under the broiler for a minute. And then I'll talk to you guys for a second about the black goo. And just about that time, it'll be ready. So as you can see, this is a really fast, easy meal. Okay, let me show you. So here's what we got so far. Okay. Yeah, the housework is really a drag. A couple days ago, I got to the bottom of the kitchen. You know, that's a good feeling. You know, you work and work on some project, and then eventually, you know, you're going to get somewhere. Not easily. The feng shui is very difficult. That's why nobody does it. It's a lot easier if you have houseworkers, you know, to do your work for you. So I was very fortunate because for the last 2 years, for the last 2 years, I have been buying all kinds of stuff for eBay. But now is not really a good time for, so here's what we have. Now is not really a good time for selling because we have no idea what the future is going to hold. And for all we know, if you think that's bad, wait until you see the future. That's the way I look at it. Let me see if this thing is gold. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to hang on to all my inventory because who knows, I may need it. So basically in the past, I was selling clothes, coats, and the like. But because of the potential of disease, I'm leaving the clothes. So what this is sugar-free pudding, and I have heavy cream in there, but you know, I'm kind of supposed to be watching it. So I'm just putting pudding in my pie. So this is a really, I could have put some walnuts on here, but you know I'm being very cheap and conservative with all my money. Okay, so that's dessert. And I gotta get a plate. Okay, now, let's take a look. Yummy. Okay, so I want to talk to you about a couple of things real quick. Here's the pie crust. I just used half. So this was a cheap dessert. And I used the hamburger from Walmart, just 2 patties. So this is going to make more than enough Shepherd Pie choice baked potatoes for 2 meals. Okay, now about the Dracos coming to Earth to harvest meat of humans. That is one theory about what is really going on. But isn't it kind of interesting how we're kind of low on meat ourselves right about now? And in some places we can only buy 1 package of meat. Anyway, so just in case, I'd say be careful. Okay, now about the black goo. Black goo, also known as Agent A03959X91-15, black goo or black liquid, if you've never heard of it, is an extremely potent and virulent mutagenic pathogen composed of millions of small mutagenic pathogens composed of small microorganisms manufactured by engineers to create life forms and act as a biological weapon. A lot of people say what's really going on here is biological warfare. And the idea was to attack our army and to sicken our army, not to kill our army, because that would be a big drain on the economy. Or possibly that's what happened in Wuhan. But if you try to do research on black goo, you come up with the only source as aliens. So that's suspect. All right, now let's take a look. Oh, yummy. See how quick this is? Owie. Really hot. Okay, so take a look at this. So this is the same way I make shepherd pie, except I use green beans and I use pie crust instead of potato skin. But actually, a lot of people like to eat potato skins. So, okay, so there is my shepherd pie that's like a twice baked potato. Okay, you guys, I will see you tomorrow. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.